With pranams to the Holy Trio and pranams to you also, Maharaj. We start our next session in Tat Padam on dedicated disciples, and my namaste to all present in the session. And today, since is Malovika there? She said she might not be there, so I'll do the chanting. Just 1 second, Maharaj. Start with the priest chant. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shanno Mitra Shamvarunaha Shanno Bhavatvaryaha Shanno Vindro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnu Rurukram Namo Brahmane Namaste Vaya Twameva Pratyam Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmam Avatu Saram Avatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vataram Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Maharaj, over to you now.
Okay. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tat Padam Darshitam Yena Mai Sri Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Welcome to the session of Tat Padam, which is attracting many new devotees also. So welcome to all those devotees who have joined for the first time. So in Tat Padam class, there are different slots are there, Saturdays and Sundays. Tat Padam hosts, they live in Dublin, which is in Ireland, Prithvish and Juma. And they have allotted me 2 spots in this. So second Sunday and fourth Sunday, I do come here to meet the devotees and discuss something which is useful for us. So in this second Sunday, that is the first class for me in the month, that is, we discuss about the dedicated disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. And in the fourth Sunday, we have a reading from the book For Seekers of God. And after reading is over, 2 or 3 pages, then I take up some of the points mentioned there as reflections. And then we have a discussion. In both the classes, we have discussions participating, devotees participating. So you are all welcome to participate. As many number as people participate, it is nice. Not necessarily that you have to put some doubt only. You can give your comments, you can give your input, or you can add some information to what we already discussed, like that. So it is a very interesting discussion that takes place after the class. Generally, this class goes for 40 to 45 minutes and then discussion. So today we are, I do not remember the number of the session. Is it 14th or 15th? I think Prithvi should be able to say, keep up that tag. Anyway, whatever be the number of the session it is.
14th, I think he's saying.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking on mute. It should be 14th.
14th session. Okay, very good. So now, this dedicated disciples, as I have been telling, does not mean only initiated disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. So there are others also who came into contact with him, and such people also we have taken up from the time of from the beginning. If you see, from Rani Rashmani onwards. Rashmani was not initiated by Ramakrishna. So like that, those devotees who were attracted to Sri Ramakrishna. And Sri Ramakrishna's attraction went far and wide. He could attract many people of different calibers. It's not that only the young boys came. Generally, we take it for granted that only young boys came to him like that. It's not so. Many devotees came, many people who are not known to us were also devotees. And later on, they claimed that we saw Sri Ramakrishna, we had discussion with him, we had benefited from him, like that they say. Likewise, you find some of the other parts of the other talents that are there in the society, those are all coming together as if, for instance, professors of the Calcutta University, they came and sat under the feet of Ramakrishna. Students of the Calcutta University came there. And then the religious movements which are being spearheaded at that time by top-level religious figures like Keshav Chandra Sen, Vijay Krishna Goswami, they came under the influence of Sri Ramakrishna. So a whole lot of a regeneration of talents was noticed at that time. So musicians, pandits, tantric pandits, they came under the influence of Ramakrishna. Musicians came, singers came. Like that, you see one of the poets' regions that also was included in that. So one poet also came. The poet was like a Kalidas. You know, Kalidas' life we all know. He was completely illiterate and he did not know what to say, how to speak, etc. And he used to, once he was sitting on the tree branch and had a saw in his blade, saw blade in his hand, and cutting below the portion of the tree. So in that case, the whole branch falls and he will also fall. So such was that he had no that type of intelligence. So far less intelligent boy. And then his sister-in-law came and shouted at him, that is brother's wife. She shouted at him, "What you are doing? So you are like a fool." Like this she shouted at him. So he came down and nearby there was a Kali temple. He went and cried and cried and cried on the whole night that, "Oh Kali, you have not given me any brain. While others are all having good brain, good thoughts, good intelligence, I don't have anything." And then Kali appeared to him. And it is said that there's a beautiful film in Tamil on Kalidas. It shows these incidents very beautifully. And Kali comes and asks him to open his mouth and she touches his tongue. That's all. He becomes a poet. So, Mukam Karoti Vachalam. Mukam means one who is dumb. A dumb man can become a Vachala, can become Vak Chaturya. Vak Chaturya, jisko hai wo Vachala. Like that we say, Vak Chaturya. That type of man can sing poems. You know, writing poems is not very difficult. It's not easy, very easy. You can write rather phrases and put sentences. And that is what we are all accustomed to. How many of us are being trained in writing poetry? And if you see any poet coming into your home and start reading out his poems, you get bored. You say, stop, like that. In some of the public meetings, etc., we come together in the society functions. One poet has entered. Immediately everybody is very cautious. Oh, this man will start reading out his poems. Very boring, like that they say. Because we don't have the taste for understanding poems. There are great poets in India. India has given us great poets. So in Ramakrishna's time also, one poet must be there. And that was this poet who came under the influence of Sri Ramakrishna. Hardly 12 months he has spent his days with Sri Ramakrishna. But as I said, Mukam Karoti Vachalam, by the touch of Sri Ramakrishna, this illiterate man became a poet. Pangum Langayate Giri, a man who doesn't have feet and is lame, that person is made to cross the mountains. What a wonderful. So the Sridhara says that Pangum Langayate Girim, Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. So the Madhava's grace is like that. When you take the grace of Madhava, Sri Krishna, and he can make the dumb speak. Not only speak, he can be a poet. So how many instances we see in the history? In Tamil Nadu, specifically, one poet is being adored. And he wrote hundreds of poems. It is said 16,000 poems he wrote on the glory of Lord Muruga. You know, the Tamil Nadu's main deity is Lord Murugan. So on Murugan, he wrote 16,000 poems, but we have only nearly 1,000 or so we have now. The rest of them are not available. But the later poets who came after him, they have mentioned the 16,000 poems he wrote. And how he became such a famous poet, the poems are called together, put together in a book form, and it is called Thirupugal. Pugal means glory. Thiru means Sri. Sri glory. That glory of whom? Glory of Lord Muruga. So in each poem, he writes the glory of Lord Muruga. That Thirupugal is very famous. I even now remember some of the Thirupugal poems which my mother taught us. As a children, we used to sit in the evening prayer, and then she would teach poem. And there is one relative of us who used to come from Bangalore or some other place, I don't remember now. He used to teach us these Thirupugal poems. And we all used to chant that poems. And some of the poems, suddenly it appears in my mind now. So even at the child age, you know, when you read something and it goes inside, it stays, and then it comes out at the occasion. So this poetic talent comes, this was done by that poet name was Arunagiri. This Arunagiri led a very bad life, and finally he got a leprosy. After getting leprosy on his body, he could not stand. So he went to Thiruvannamalai, a place nearby in Velur, only nearby Velur, near our, from here it is only 2 hours journey. Thiruvannamalai, there he went on a Shiva temple, and from the tower, he jumped to kill himself. That was a suicidal act. But there, he found somebody was holding him, so he could not die. And he saw Lord Murugan was standing with his peacock Vahana, and he was standing there with his veil, you know, the weapon that Murugan holds. With that, he asked him, "Hey, what is this? You are going to commit suicide?" He said, "Oh Lord Muruga, I do not know. I don't want this body. This body is now gone. I can't enjoy anything. Leave me. Let me die." He says, "No, you are here to sing my glory. So sing my glory." Lord Muruga said. He said, "I do not know singing. I am not a poet. I have spent all my days in enjoyment of senses. Never I have spent my days on any literary matter. How can I write poem?" Then immediately it touches his heart, and he gives one word, first word, and with that he starts, and he wrote 16,000 poems. Can you imagine? Mukam karoti vachala. And because why I'm bringing these past incidents is because that happened in Sri Ramakrishna's life also, we see. Because this man who was born in Bakuda district and in a very poor family and not well educated in a great school or something like that, in a village school only he studied. And then in those days, many of the villagers used to come to Calcutta for job. So seeking a job, he came there. And he got a small job of teaching and taking care of children in Jorasanko, which is a house of the Tagore's family. So there he got a job. And he was quite happy by teaching the children. But he was a great Krishna Bhakta. So Lord Krishna used to come to him in dreams, and he used to think of Lord Krishna all the time. And he had some type of initiation from his Kula Guru, etc., going on. But his mind was not very happy, satisfied. Why? He says that I am doing japa of Lord Krishna, I am doing sparana, I am remembering Lord Krishna, but Krishna never appeared before me. Where is Sri Krishna? That yearning that came. In the meantime, the elders in the family married him to a young girl, and the young girl also passed away. and the second girl was sought after, and then she became as a wife to him, and with 2 children, and he was growing up. And he came to Calcutta, joined this, and became a tutor to the children of the Tagore family. In that, he saw, he had that, what do you call in psychology, the obsession about his not having any talent in the society. The Calcutta society was like elite society. In the elite society, you could not move around. The society was something beyond, because coming from village, there is no village composition there in Calcutta. If at all you go into elite society, or you are sidestepped. You are no more allowed there. Like that, a feeling came. So he became very self-conscious that I cannot do anything. I cannot speak properly to those people. With the Calcuttans, they had a style of speaking. So that is not there. All those things were perplexing to him. And then he felt, what I am doing, I have nothing, no talent at all. Like that he was thinking, and he was thinking only Sri Krishna at that time. That Krishna Bhakta, how Sri Ramakrishna's touch changed him to a great poet. One of the best poets to carry the message and life of Sri Ramakrishna to the future generations. Only recently, that Bengali poetical work has been translated into English, and it has come in English also very well. And the book Sri Ramakrishna Puthi was written by this gentleman. His name was Akshay Kumar Sen. So this Akshay came to Sri Ramakrishna, and it is not like that 5 years, 6 years like other disciples, he stayed with Sri Ramakrishna. Only 1 year he had time to meet Sri Ramakrishna. But when he came to this Tagore's family as a resident tutor for the lot of children there is in the family. So what he did was, he saw 2 people there. One is Devendranath Majumdar and another Dhirendra. Dhirendra was a worker in that office of that building, and then Devendranath used to come now and then. This Devendranath was a great man whose poem we all sing. Anyone remembers this poem? A famous poem. Bhavasagara Tarana Karanaye. Yes, correct. Correct. So Devendra was such a famous man. He became famous because of that. That song is very, very beautiful song. So that Devendra was there. Now Devendra and Dhirendra, both of them are devoted to Sri Ramakrishna. So they used to talk among themselves. This boy, the tutor, that is this new boy, this Akshay, he used to listen to them, he used to listen to them from a distance, and they are talking about one Paramahansa. And this boy also was searching for a way now how to get darshan of Sri Krishna. That was his earning. And then he saw them talking about some Paramahansa. Who is that Paramahansa? He could not understand. Where is the Paramahansa lives, etc. It was already 1885. In January or so, he was listening about Paramahansa. First time he listened. Then he thought, if there is a Paramahansa, as these people are speaking about, then I must go and meet him. Will I be able to meet him? Will I get a chance to meet that such a great soul, like a Paramahansa? Like that yearning in his mind was going on and going on. All over the night, sometimes without sleep. Sleepless nights he spent thinking about Paramahansa. But he doesn't know who is that Paramahansa, what is his form, and what is his natural name, where is he, nothing he knows. But because he was afraid to talk to Dhirendra. Dhirendra was an elite category. And Akshay feels, how can I go and approach him? And how can I go and approach Devendra? Though all the 3 are there in the same place. But then one day, one cart came, one carriage, horse carriage came. And Dhiren and Devin, both of them got into the carriage. Now he's looking from a distance. He thought, where they are going, so immediately rushed to them. And the carriage was about to start. He asked them, hey, where are you going? He said, we are going to see the Paramahansa. can you please take me? Like that he begged them. You're standing on the road, begging them. Then Devendra became very compassionate. He said, okay, come. In a very nonchalant way, he said, come inside. Like that he asked him to come. So he also got into the carriage and they all went to a place in Kashipur, 100 Kashipur. There they went. There 100 is the number of the house. So when they went there, first time he is going to see a Paramahansa. His body was shaking. The description that Akshaya gives about his first meeting of Sri Ramakrishna was indeed wonderful. And he saw a man completely inebriated, means completely drunk, as if Sri Ramakrishna was sitting there. Suddenly the bhajans are going on, and one beautiful bhajans, two brothers have come like that, one bhajan was there. That bhajan was going on, and intoxication, that was what he saw in Sri Ramakrishna. Was he intoxicated? Why he is so full of joy? He was dancing along with the Kirtan group. And suddenly, while dancing, he goes into Samadhi and he stands still. No movement at all. And suddenly, his consciousness slowly comes to the outer level. At that time, he hears this song. Again, he starts dancing. So this goes on for quite a long time. And Akshay felt for the first time that he is not in Calcutta, he is in some Swarga, some heaven. He has gone into a heaven and he's staying in the heaven and witnessing this whole incident. But then, there Vijay Krishna Goswami also was there, the Brahma leader. The Brahma leader was there, and Vijay Krishna Goswami also started dancing along with Sri Ramakrishna. And suddenly, I don't know what happened there. Akshay says, I was looking at Vijay Krishna Goswami because he is a well-known figure. So he's looking. Suddenly, Vijay Krishna Goswami stopped his dance and turned his hand towards Sri Ramakrishna and shouted, this is our Krishna, like that. Hey, Krishna, like that he shouted. And I shouted, at that time, Akshay's eyes saw only Krishna there. And he knew he has come to the right place, to the Paramahamsa. And that Paramahamsa will show me Sri Krishna. And he and Sri Krishna are non-different. So whom I am worshipping as Krishna is now before me here as Ramakrishna. And he started telling him that Puti, you will find Akshay Kumar Sen takes Sri Ramakrishna not as a historical person. Mind you, though many of the historical incidents are narrated there, but never he took him as a historical person, as someone who is divine and who belongs to the another world and who is none else but Parabrahman, Satchidananda, like that he takes it. So that is the beauty of Akshaya's writings. And then he was there. But the kirtan ended by about 9 o'clock. Then all the devotees were fed prasad there, and they all, master also at then. Then master also took something, and he had taken one ice water also. That ice water also was given to him. Now, this is a place, the house of Mahimachara. That is the house where they had all gone. Then Mahima told Akshay, you see, the master is going to take a rest in that room. You wait for, like that he said. So Akshay waited there. And then master went for the rest. And about a few minutes he took rest. And then suddenly he came out of the room and saw this boy Akshay sitting there. And seeing him, he sang one beautiful song. That song, it is in Bengali. I'll tell you, it is such a beautiful song. It says, Ami mukti dite kator noy, Shuddha bhakti dite kator hoi. That is how the song goes. I don't know the author of this song. Today I asked Chandrani, who is the author. She also said she has not come across who is the author. So this song, Chandrani, can you sing the first two lines? No. Okay. Who else can do? Anyone can sing this song?
মহারাজ আমি করতে পারি?
করো, নিবেদিতা করো।
আমি মুক্তি দিতে কাতর নই, শুদ্ধা ভক্তি দিতে কাতর হই গো। আমি মুক্তি দিতে কাতর নই, আমার মুক্তি যে বাকার, আমার ভক্তি যে বা পায়, তারে কে বা পায়, সে যে সেবা পায়, হয়ে ত্রিলোক জয়ী মুক্তি দিতে কাতর নই।
Beautiful. Thank you, Nivedita. Nivedita is from Bhagalpur, now shifted to Calcutta, I think. So she sings very beautifully. I have seen her singing personally, sitting in Bhagalpur. So thank you, Nivedita. This song is something, see, as if the Lord says that I am hesitant. Kator Nai means I am hesitant. I don't want to give mukti. But I am very much seriously interested to give bhakti. Then he says, those who get this bhakti by my grace, they become Triloka Jayi. They become winner of the three worlds who get bhakti. And opposite to this, there is another view. You'll be surprised. In Bhagavatam speaks highly about Krishna's glory. You know, we all know that. So once you are interested in Krishna's glory, you naturally read about Srimad Bhagavatam. So in Srimad Bhagavatam also, Sukadeva tells another idea about the same thing, but in a reverse way. What is that reverse way, you know? He says, Muktim dadati karyichit sma na bhakti yogam. Here in this song, it is said, I am ready to give bhakti, not bhukti, not mukti. In Bhagavatam, Krishna says that the Lord Narayana wants to give mukti, but not bhakti. Why he doesn't want to give bhakti? Because once he gives bhakti to you, he will be a slave to the devotee. That is what this Bengali song says that. Shuno Chandrabali, some Chandrabali is there. Chandrabali, we do not know. Maybe his disciple or his wife. So the proprietor is telling, hey Chandrabali, listen to me. What happens when the bhakti comes? He says, when the bhakti comes, the Patal Loka, the down below Patal Loka, will I be a gatekeeper to Bali, that Mahabali? Mahabali was pushed by Narayana, you know, in his Vamana avatar to the Patal Loka. And there he is reigning, is Patal Loka. It's full of gold, etc. Highly luxurious place, they say. So that Patal Loka, that Raja is there. And in his palace, as a gatekeeper, I am standing. That is the level of bhakti. And then he says, in Vrindavan, the Gopa Gopis only know the secret of the bhakti, not others. That is why when Nanda Gopa's place, I went there, I was growing. My father Nanda, this small king like that, he used to command me, hey, bring this firewood. Then I would bind the firewood and take it on my head and go with my father. I used to help my father so much, doing all the burden of father, taking on my head. Will I do that if there is no bhakti? So the Lord is so much attracted to the bhaktas. So in that way, this here he says, Sri Ramakrishna sang that song, which our Nivedita sang now. So that song is a very beautiful song. So for pure love's sake, I dwelt in Nanda's house, not for any other purpose. Why Narayana comes and tells Devaki, send me to Nanda's place. Why Yashoda's place? Not because of any other reason, just because they were so much devoted to me. That devotion drew me there. So that's why I went. So when the festival was over, all of them left for different places, and Master also left for Dakshineswar, and Devendra and Dhirendra carriage also went along with the Master, because they will go to their home and Master will go to Dakshineswar. So Akshay, who was standing there, he was standing there. Luckily, he met Ramchandra Datta there. And Ram started telling about the glory of Master after this song. And he said, look, only the Master has revealed his divine nature only to his close devotees. Without his grace and without devotion to him, none can understand him. This is what Akshay learned from Ram. Then Ram said, okay, let them go. You come with me. I have got a carriage, I will take you. So Akshay got into Ram's carriage. And then they went to Ram's house, and it was up to 2 a.m. they have been discussing about Sri Ramakrishna. What a wonderful thing, Introduction to Akshay. You see, Akshay got introduction from Dhirendra, from Devendra, and Ram. And he knows now the Paramahamsa is in Dakshineswar. So later on, he started visiting Sri Ramakrishna. But one funny thing happens is that Sri Ramakrishna never accepted his pranam as such. While the other devotees come and touch his feet, he's quite nice. But when Akshay went and about to touch his feet, he would withdraw his feet back. So that was very painful for Akshay, because you cannot appreciate. If you come to an ashram and suppose you make pranam to me, I withdraw my feet while I allow the others to touch my feet. How bad it will look for you. So that is what happened to Akshay. He was a little pained for that. But he understood something. But once Sri Ramakrishna understood, this will be definitely painful to him. So he said to him, don't worry, more purified you will be, you will come next to me, like that. He blessed him. So he understood that I have to become more pure. And that is what made him take interest in the sadhana. Then he started coming to Sri Ramakrishna again and again. And that was the 1st January 1886, you all know what happened in Kashipur. And in Kashipur, so many people were standing there. Suddenly Sri Ramakrishna, after 3:30 or so, got down from his room, because he was a little better on that day. And he came down by the stairs, and then he started walking. So along with him, some devotees were there, they all came. There, that famous statement of Girish Ghosh coming and making pranam to him. Like that, so many people coming to Sri Ramakrishna, and Sri Ramakrishna touching them. The Sparsha Diksha, you see, something wonderful. And on that day, when Akshay was there standing aside, because he was not able to gel with Girish Chandra Ghosh, who is a great writer and who is a dramatist, he was standing there. How can he dare to go there? So Akshay was standing aside and looking at only Sri Ramakrishna with so much of devotion. And Master's glance went to him. And immediately seeing Akshay, Master said, hello, come here. Like that he called. Immediately Akshay ran to him. And when he ran to him, so he stood before him, Sri Ramakrishna touched his heart. And he gave a mantra in his ears. That's all. That is Sparsha, as well as that mantra through his ears he got. That completely changed him. He became a poet. What a wonderful. This Ramakrishna Puthi, if you cannot read in Bangla, at least you should read it in English. It has got such wonderful items. See, first time when he wrote it, he had to go to Sardananji and showed him. And Sardananji said, hey, some of the incidents I also do not know. How you came to know? Like that you are surprised. And this Sardananji supplied him. He wrote, that Sri Ramakrishna Leela Prasanga. The 2 books he presented him. Go through this. Initially, Akshay was not interested to read that book. He just kept it in his room. But later on, one day he was thinking about Sardananji, and he thought, but Sardananji gave me these 2 books with so much love, and I have never thought, because I had this ego that I am a greater than him. I am a poet. He is only a writer of passages, but I write poems. So I am greater than him, like that I thought. So I did not touch that. No, that is very bad. He realized that. So immediately he started reading that. After reading the book, only he understood he has committed some mistakes in Puthi. In his poetical work, he has committed some mistakes. So immediately he corrected them and put a second edition. And then he put it, finally, it was published. The present one is the corrected version of Sri Ramakrishna Puthi. So corrected from the readings of Great Master. So that is how it came. So such a wonderful man, how he changed his life. You see the touch within 1 year of Sangat, of a Satsangam with Sri Ramakrishna, that changed the life of this Akshay Kumar Sen. Akshay Kumar Sen was very intimate with Swami Vivekananda also. So what he wrote, he went to Swamiji and showed him. Swamiji was stunned. He said, what a wonderful literary work that you have created. This will stay for many, many years. And this, you take it to the public and preach in your own. See, in the Bengali, songs are there. In Sanskrit, we have got hymns. And the hymns are all on particular chandas, like Anushtuk Chanda, like that, different chandas are there. Like that, in Bengali poetry also, in those days, there are some chandas are there. So one type of chanda he used, where the first line and second line, the last word will be alliterated. That means, if there is one word, whatever word sound, the same sound will be ending in the second sentence also. Like that, one chanda is there. So that he used. And that was very popular, which was used by this, there are people, the minstrels, as they call Bengal minstrels, they used to take one ektara and then go around here. They are called bowls. The bowls would sing. So in that chanda, he wrote this entire Ramakrishna Puthi. I have not read the original, so I cannot tell you how wonderful it is. But I read some passages in English translation. It just took me off. What a brilliant work it is. But if any Bengali knowing Swami comes to me here for some days for a retreat, I have a plan to make him read that and then hear from him how it is. So even to hear about Sri Ramakrishna's glory in those words, is interesting. So that work, that is incomparable, the treasure for the Ramakrishna devotees he has left. You can understand that's all only by the sparsha, just a touch. Mukam karoti vachalam. Again and again we have to remember this Ramakrishna's grace on Akshaya fell, and that he became a poet who is immortalized now. And see, Mahendranath Gupta also was there. He used to write all in prose order. So he went and showed these poems. Mahendranath Gupta also was very much elated. He said, oh, what a wonderful poetic work it is. So everybody has praised. Mother has praised, and he went to Mother and sat there and read out that. Mother was very much impressed. Swamiji told him, you take these ideas to the people. So wherever Akshay Sen would go, and he would quote from these passages, from this book, that is his own writing, and then he would tell the people the glory of Sri Ramakrishna. You see, that is the thing. Finally, we have to take the glory of Ramakrishna in our life. Once you understand the glory of Ramakrishna, what you do, if anybody comes to you, you speak about Sri Ramakrishna. You tell about Sri Ramakrishna. The glory of Ramakrishna has to be propagated. It has to be told to others. Otherwise, speaking about any other matter in this world has no meaning. This you will understand after you attain the age of 70. After 70, you will understand, no, nothing else is going to work for me. Only the glory of Ramakrishna, the remembrance of Sri Ramakrishna is going to work for me. Like that, we will become very much elated. Our spiritual life will be blessed. Thank you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Over to Juma.
can I tell another work of his is very beautiful?
Yes.
Ramakrishna Mahima.
Yes, yes.
Small book. It's very beautiful. I have read it.
You read it? Have you translated it?
Yes. No, my sister-in-law translated it.
I see. So
But
that is
it's not
another book,
published.
Ramakrishna Mahima. That was
It's very
written by-
beautiful.
Hmm.
So that is very small, so everybody can read it.
Yes,
In
yes.
Hindi, the Hindi version is also there.
I see. Okay. Hmm. I have not come across with that book, but
That's very good, Maharaj. In English, in Bengali, then Niswanandaji used to read.
Hmm.
You know Niswanandaji.
I see. Okay.
And Baba Maharaj.
Hmm. Yes.
He used to read in our retreats in Trichur,
Hmm.
read Punthi and explain in Malayalam.
I
But
see.
halfway he will be all tears.
Yes, yes. Overwhelming. It is overwhelming. Yes. Yes. And some Swamis are there in our order, the Bengali Swamis, who could read these poems in the poetic meter. So when they read it in the poetic meter, it sounds very nice, and then it can be explained. While explaining, it will bring tears. Yes.
মহারাজ স্তবপ্রিয়া মনন্দজি এখন ওই ইউটিউবে আছে, পুঁথিটা পড়ছেন।
তাই? আচ্ছা।
হ্যাঁ।
তুমি আমাকে লিংকটা পাঠিয়ে দাও তো।
আচ্ছা।
Maharaj, he is specialized in this Puthi reading, and he reads this Puthi. I have heard him so many times, and I've heard him in person also speaking this, reading this Puthi. It's wonderfully he explains this.
Okay.
But he does it in Bangla, that's what.
It's all right. When he speaks in Bangla, I will be able to catch it. Though I may not catch
Yes.
the poetic, the beauty I may not catch, but he explains it, I will be able to catch it. Hmm.
Tomorrow again, he's reading Puthi in Kathamrita Bhavan at 6:15 p.m. If you are interested, I'll give you the link, Maharaj.
Please send me. Please.
I'll do that.
Hmm.
And I have also heard that Maharaj, Swami Vivekananda ji used to love Akshay Kumar.
Yes.
And he used to call him lovingly, call him Shakchunni.
Yes, that is another part is the Shakshuni.
Yes, Shakchunni, yes.
Yes. Correct. That is very difficult to translate into English, the Shakshuni.
Yes, I know. It's, all you
Black
can say
ghost,
is it's
Black ghost.
ugly looking woman or something like that.
Yes. Black ghost, yes, something like that. Ghost or gold, I don't know. It is yes.
Maharaj ji, pranam.
The nature of whoever has seen Akshay, really, you will not be able to imagine the description about Akshay's physical features is really terrible. He was short, and he had no proper features or balancing features. So he was very, very ugly, as we say, that ugliness was there. So because he was ugly, he himself had a sort of self, feeling that he is not fit for the elite society. So he would not join with the others. Like that, he kept himself aloof from others. But only Swamiji, who was so great, and he embraced him, he made him sit along with him, and he listened to his poems and encouraged him. All this in spite of his physical not having that elegance, No, so that was as such the name was given to him.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, take it.
Somebody has raised his hand. Yes, Indrani. Yes, Indrani, yes.
Maharaj, I was
saying that the song that you were talking about, Ami Mukti Dite Katur Noi, in Bangla also, does it not mean the same thing, Maharaj? Ami Mukti Dite Katur Noi, Bhakti Dite Katur Hoi, meaning,
Yes.
uh,
Huh?
so in Bhagavatam, Maharaj, you said, and in Bangla also, I think it's the same meaning.
Yes.
That it's not.
In effect, it is same meaning only comes. Correct. Mukti dite
Yes.
kator nahi. In Sanskrit, mukti dite kator ami. I am ready to give you mukti, not bhakti. Narayana says in Bhagavatam.
No, Maharaj, Katar
Maharaj.
here it is
Katar means
being
do not
told
want
in
to
that
give.
sense that I am not
Willing to
reluctant to
give
give mukti, but I am reluctant to give bhakti.
bhakti.
I see.
Katar
Yes,
is
Maharaj.
reluctant in that
Oh,
sense.
katar means reluctant.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay.
So same meaning.
Same meaning only comes. Okay, thank you. This is the benefit of a public discussion. You learn every time. Anybody else?
Even Holy Mother says, Maharaj,
Hmm.
the mukti is like a nellikai in my palm.
Hmm.
I can give like that, but
Hmm.
bhakti is very difficult like that.
Hmm. Yes.
Namaste, Maharaj. Why is it so, Maharaj? Is it because God will become a slave for bhaktas?
Yes, exactly, yes. God is afraid. All your orders he has to now carry out. You will say so many things to him. As he himself, this Bengali song beautifully puts it, that he became Nandagopa's son and carried the burden of Nandagopa's on his head. Likewise, he became the gatekeeper of Mahabali. Like there's so many instances we can say how the Lord comes down to our level and helps us. But in Mukti, there is no problem. Once you are Mukti, even the Jiva goes away and no existence afterwards. So that is how, these are all poetically put, the importance of bhakti has to be cultivated in Bhagavatam. And Bhagavatam structure is like that, to cultivate the bhakti. So, mukti can be attained, you can keep it as the ultimate, but bhakti can be enjoyed. As Chaitanya Deva said, that I don't want to become sugar, I want to keep sugar separate and enjoy the taste of the sugar. So likewise, God can be enjoyed, God can be tasted, God's leelas can be enjoyed in this world. So that's why bhakti is, that's why bhakti, that these books came for bhakti only.
Okay. Anybody has any other questions?
Okay then. Thank you. I take leave of all of you. Jai Ram Krishna.
Jai Ram Krishna.
Pranam Maharaj.